The Binondo Central Bank, the underground currency trade, Marcus's hidden gold. It wasn't just him, was it?
You're scratching at the surface of a pit far older than Marcos.
How old then?
Older than the Republic, older than the Americans. Maybe even older than the Spaniards who thought they owned this land.
Long before Ferdinand Marcos rose to power, a different empire controlled the wealth of the nation. The Spanish feared them, the Americans monitored them. The Japanese tried to hunt them down, yet the financial web they wove could not be broken. This was the hidden economy of the Filipino-Chinese elite. The Spaniards, blinded by greed, attempted to erase them in the brutal Binondo massacres. The Americans imposed regulations, the Japanese looted. But the financial engine of Binondo remained untouched. Marcos did not create this machine, he tapped into it. This was an economy that operated outside government control, yet funded those who knew how to access it. The Binondo Central Bank. This underground financial system was already running long before Marcos came into power. It moved gold, foreign currency, and wealth without ever passing through official records. Marcos did not build it, he merely became one of its biggest players. But the question remains, if he was just a player, then who was running the game?
If Marcos truly owned the financial empire, it should have died with him. But it didn't. The offshore accounts remained active. The gold still moved. The same family still controlled commerce. Why? Because Marcos was never the real owner. He was a custodian, a gatekeeper of a machine that outlived him.
Even after Marcos fell, the system remained. Swiss accounts did not disappear. The underground financial pipelines continued. The Filipino-Chinese wealth network lived on untouched by regime change. So, if Marcos was only a custodian, then who controlled the real wealth? Who were the architects of this secret economy? For decades, the world believed the Marcos fortune was a personal empire. But what if it wasn't his at all? What if Marcos was only holding on to something, for someone else?
If that's true, then who owns it now?
That, my friend, is the right question. But be careful. Some questions get answered in ways you won't like.
More to come in Part 4.